I want to also give praise to my surgeons that I've had for my face and body, because I will say that after my surgery with facial team, it did not leave me with the results that I wanted as far as facial feminization. But then again, I was new to transitioning. I had just done a certain amount of research, and I knew that I required soft tissue. Again, I have spoken about this in the past in other videos, but facial team was only able to address cranial, the bone on my face, my skull, not soft tissue. And though they did a really good job, it was really the second round that I had done with Dr. James Bradley, who addressed my soft tissue and my cranial, and did a wonderful job. I mean, I am really reaping the benefits. I am in another sweet spot with my appearance after the second round of facial feminization. This is the second time in my life, I believe, that I had my hair styled like bone straight, like flat ironed. I had it done in 2019. The only surgery I had on my face was the facial team surgery. I looked fine, but I hadn't had my hair styled like this with my face now, as Soraya with Dr. James Bradley's touch to my face. I had it done yesterday, and yesterday when I was sitting in the chair, I started getting a little emotional and teary-eyed because I just was so amazed to how feminine I looked. And then later in the day, I was really touched, again, looking in the mirror in my car, that how much I look like my younger sister and how much I look like a Montalvo woman. It really came through. At 64, I am really just enjoying a very youthful, elegant, feminine appearance. And I'm just really, really grateful to Dr. James Bradley. Today I contacted his assistant by text to let her know that I'm thinking about him and that I would like for her to say hi to him for me and give him a big hug for me. Yesterday, when I had just gotten my hair done, it was a couple of hours later, and I went for a salsa party they had here at the pier in Hell's Kitchen. On my walk back, I ran into two men. One that I know who works for the ferry. He's a bus driver for the commuters. And he's really, really sweet. He's never seen me done up like this. He's seen me walking, you know, my sweats and my hair pulled back. So that was cute. But another gentleman in a vehicle noticed me and smiled, and I smiled back. And the gentleman pulled over on West Side Highway here. I went cautiously to talk to him. He was an amazing young man. He was a Pakistani or from one of the countries there in that area. Brown man, really. Oh my God, I had the best couple of minutes just flirting with each other. It was just so nice. It was really decent. Really special. I mean, nice. And this is not the first time. And I have to attribute that, the way men take to me and the way they're attracted to me. I have to thank Dr. James Bradley for that, really. And that again, Dr. James Bradley, part of Northwell, is just an amazing, amazing surgeon. Amazing. I mean, the lip lift he gave me, everything. When I looked at myself in the mirror in the video yesterday when I was talking about my hair, my look as a Montalvo woman, I was like, oh my God, I look good. So the conversation with this gentleman went really well. I saw myself, you know, really getting into it, and he's getting into it, and it dawned on me, I need to disclose to this gentleman that I'm trans. And I just assume that everybody, when they see me as an attractive trans woman. Maybe. Well, definitely trans, and maybe attractive. And then this again was another encounter where this gentleman did not know I was trans. And so the energy just plummeted. And he's like, oh my God, are you really? There's no way. And I'm like, yeah way. Yeah way, on West Side Highway, I am trans. So, but it was such a cute little interchange. I just met him, but I felt a little brokenhearted because I was like, oh my God, this guy is so cute. He talked about a lot of little things, and he was so complimentary to me, and it was just really sweet. And this has happened before. And luckily, you know, it goes well when I let the person know that I'm trans. I've learned now to disclose my transness in the conversation right there and then, you know? So I did that yesterday, and it could be a risk at times. I'm not sure about that. Because of that, try to make sure that I have like an app like Grindr, because the men there are aware that I'm trans. So that's a safer place for me as far as that's concerned. I have to set a lot of boundaries on Grindr, but lately seems to be working the boundaries. And it seems to be more comfortable for me. Everything's falling into place. Another thing I heard from a trans woman, older too, she's like, as you have the surgery and you continue with your hormones, she put it as, it's the gift that keeps giving. And it's true. It's true. It's over 2 years. Oh, actually July. June, July is when I had the facial feminization. So I'm coming up on 2 years. Oh my God, I think it's July 8th. Oh no, that is so cool. Wow, how can I forget that? Well, I didn't forget, right? But yeah, it's gonna be 2 years since facial feminization. And I tell you, since then, even when I was all swollen, men, a few of them, have stopped me in the street to take pictures of me. Like they're photographers, you know, visiting the city and taking pictures of everything that's beautiful. And then they turn around and ask me, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I take a picture of you? One day walking to Dr. James Bradley for like a follow-up, this one man, I think he was Nigerian. He said, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And I'm looking all busted with a handkerchief covering my scars on my forehead, you know, my scalp. And yeah, and he asked to take pictures. The video here is really about a couple of things, and I'll backtrack a bit. One of them is that you may require 2 rounds of facial feminization to get the results you wish to have. And that again, Dr. James Bradley, part of Northwell, is just an amazing, amazing surgeon.